There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
We started out with just high-level clouds for the first half of the day with sunshine, but clouds have been thickening from south to north. The outer cloud shield from Hurricane Francine, and rain is starting to spread northward through the southern half of Alabama and Mississippi. That will be arriving in through the areas we head into the overnight. 86 degrees this afternoon in Lawrenceburg at the airport after morning low of 59. No rainfall, but that will be changing in a big way here as early as late tonight. 89 at the Muscle Shoals Airport. No rainfall there as well, but again, that's going to be changing. Morning low of 62. We're going to start to break down the threats from Hurricane Francine. Here's Francine on the coastline, getting ready to make landfall in South Louisiana this evening. Actually running a little east of the National Hurricane Center track, which makes me think the core circulation may end up a little closer to our viewing area than what the National Hurricane Center track thinks as well. We'll talk about that as we show the track here. But Francine has made it to Category 2 status this afternoon as it gets ready to make landfall. Maximum sustained winds as of 4 p.m. Central Time, up to 100 miles per hour, moving northeast at 17. Hurricane Center track carries it up to I-55 corridor in Mississippi Thursday and Friday before becoming a remnant low. However, starting to think it may hug the eastern side of that track, which may increase the flooding and gusty wind threat for our local area, but it might pull back a little bit on the tornado threat. We'll see how that goes as we head through the next 24 hours. Clouds increasing this evening, rain moving in during the overnight, and before daybreak, it's a steady rain for almost all the area. Getting heavy tomorrow morning, gusty winds 30 to 40 miles per hour as well. And then as we go into the midday, steady rain lifts north with time. Things become more broken and scattered from North Alabama. That broken scattered activity gets going in southern middle Tennessee as well, to where we start to get scattered cellular storms as we warm back into the 70s by 3-4 o'clock from northwest Alabama, northeast Mississippi into southern Tennessee. It's by 3 or 4 o'clock I think we start to see the spin up tornado threat kick in, and then with these multiple feeder bands of heavy rain and flash flooding with these thunderstorms, that tornado threat continues through the overnight Thursday night and through Friday morning. It takes until noon to 2 p.m. before those feeder bands with the tornado threat get out of our viewing area to the east. A few more heavy downpours redeveloping Friday evening and overnight, but the spin in the atmosphere, the wind shear, will be gone. So even though you see new thunderstorms developing here, these will not have a tornado threat because tornado ingredients by that time will be gone. Here's how things start to break down with the threats. 3 to 5 inches of rainfall through southern middle Tennessee, north central Alabama through Friday evening. Another half an inch to an inch on top of this through the weekend from additional showers coming through. There could be some isolated heavier totals in here that could be 5, 6, 7, that type of thing. They'll just be in isolated bands as the feeder bands set up. South of the Tennessee River, close to I-65, there's higher confidence and higher rain totals here. That's where we've drawn a 4 to 6 inch plus area from just south of Decatur near Moulton down through Hartselle on down toward the Birmingham area. West of US 43 in North Alabama up towards Savannah. This will be a little west of that heavy feeder band area unless this shifts west. However, 2 to 4 inches of rain here through Friday evening, and there could still be isolated heavier totals in here. So even here, flash flooding is a threat, and a big soaking rain. Flash flooding will be a threat area-wide, and that may continue into the weekend. Wind gusts start as early as before sunrise Thursday morning and continue off and on through the day all the way through midday Friday. In the purple area here from Red Bay and Russellville to Moulton to Hartselle south, 35 to 45 miles an hour, an isolated 50 mile per hour wind gust can't be ruled out. North of there, through the Shoals, through Decatur, through Athens, through Florence, through Iuka, up to Highway 64 in southern Tennessee. Savannah to Waynesboro to Lawrenceburg to Pulaski, 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gust. A few isolated 45 mile per hour can't be ruled out. And then north of Highway 64 in Tennessee, on through the rest of the viewing area, the 412 corridor, 25 to 35 with isolated 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. Thursday afternoon, starting around 3 or 4 o'clock, on through the overnight hours, it's a low threat here in green, but a few spin-up type tornadoes are certainly possible. So you'll have to be alert for tornado warnings, and they won't be coming from west to east like they do ahead of cold fronts. They're going to be rotating around the outer edge of Francine. So if we get tornado warnings, they will actually be coming from your south toward the north on the map. So be aware of that as you watch counties upstream. You're not watching to the west of you, you're watching to the south and the southeast of you for stuff headed north. That carries through the overnight, and then from Highway 43 eastward, that tornado threat carries on through the first half of Friday. It's noon, 1 or 2 o'clock before it finally gets off to the east of our viewing area. So heavy rain, high wind, tornado threat Thursday and Thursday night. Spin-up tornadoes also the first half of Friday. The heavy rain and winds will be calming down by the afternoon. Showers and a few rumbles of thunder through Saturday. Isolated showers right on through Sunday and Monday before we finally get to drier weather by the middle of next week. There's your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock for a final check of your local weather.